Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Maine Community College, Auburn, Maine, for a doubleheader. Welcome fans, wherever they may be watching and listening here today for this non-conference basketball matchup. Looking at Fort Kent. Fort Kent, Maine's located 300 miles north of here, pretty much on the Canadian border. The women were playing first. The Bengals coach, Marquise Lewis, assisted by Maya Moy. Last year, they were 11-13 overall. Central Maine women did beat them twice, 92-77 and 75-56. They have one official game in the books as they defeated Thomas College of Waterville, Maine, 57-46. Their next two games, they'll be home on the 7th against Fisher College and home on the 8th against the University of Maine, Augusta. The Mustangs, 29-2 overall last year. And they went to the national tournament again, and they lost in the second game against Miami Hamilton of Ohio. Right now, we're going to go down to the table, and Rob Munzing will be introducing head coach Andrew Morong of the Mustangs.
Yeah, Coach worried about the hairdo here, Coach. You know, you want to keep that low maintenance during the season here.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's come in for not a State of the Union, but a State of the Team, Coach, here.
Yeah.
You've been through preseason. We've been in here for a lot of practices to watch you guys practice, and you've had some preseason work here. And how are things looking here, Coach?
Things are looking great. You know, we're a super young team, 6 returners and 12 first-year players on the roster. So, you know, there's definitely a learning curve, but our freshmen, our first years especially, are just incredibly talented and incredibly just mature young women. So they'll sacrifice anything to win and to compete at a high level. So just a really exciting group to be around and to just beyond coaches, spend time with them. They're just a lot of fun.
Well, when you take a look at the season, you know it's a matter of attrition, isn't it, Coach? And already it started a little bit. One of the things you always do is you fill out the depth on that roster, and every single year you're tapped into it. Again, early on this year you've had to do that.
Yeah, so we just, lost Jenny Chaput. She just had surgery yesterday morning, on her wrist, and she may be out for the year. We're not sure yet. Zoe Bedford is still inching closer to being returned to play.
I talked to Zoe today.
Yeah, but she's still recovering from her ACL surgery. We have a couple other injuries and things like that. So, you want that depth to be able to replace it. And we always tell the girls, it doesn't matter who's healthy, the train keeps rolling down the tracks.
Well, you're going to jump into YSCC action here, and you jump right into the frying pan against UMA, who's been a good program the past couple of years, probably the second best program after you guys the last few years. So you jump right into it in YSCC action, and that's one of the reasons you test your mettle with teams like LaSalle and others in UMaine Fort Kent, because you want to be tested for YSCC play.
Yeah, absolutely. We had 2 Division III exhibition games this year with Colby Sawyer, which was a win on the road for us, and then we just got beat pretty handedly down at LaSalle, who's picked in the top half of the GNAC. So that was a great experience for us. We've gotten our freshmen a lot of minutes early on, and this is now our 3rd game of the year when you include exhibitions. This is our 4th game of the year when you include exhibitions, and we're already using our 4th different starting lineup. And I think that's just a testament to our depth, and I think you're going to see a constant rotation of who's in our starting lineup from game to game, and I think our players relish that. I think they love it, and it makes our practices incredibly competitive.
Well, we want to wish you very best of luck, Coach. Glad we're going to be here for another great ride on the Mustang wagon. We're back after this.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Welcome back to Central Maine Community College. It's 50 degrees outside, sunny. Hey, don't forget to turn back the clocks tonight.
Red hour back.
So the state of Maine does it. Most of the states, there's a couple that don't, but I'll save that for another day.
Indiana, one of them?
I think, and then, yeah, I know there's a couple of differences anyway. Now, last year, of course, the Mustangs were YSCC champs. They had a bye in the first round, beat Paul Smiths of New York 90-65, and then defeated the always tough Moose of UMA 74-61. On the national level, they won their first game, defeating Cincinnati Clermont 67-62. They lost to Miami Hamilton of Ohio 70-57, and then it was a repeat champion as Christendom. Puzzle to address some of those opponents.
Well, he's always drafting around the country, around the world, as you like to say, Jim, and certainly, you know, these kids test each other. You and I both been here for practices. There's some very, very intense practices. I went out of here crying one night because it was so intense, Jim.
Well, that's because you tried to keep up.
No, it's really great. The former coach in me just loves to see how these kids practice, and they get after it. That's for sure.
I like the early shoot around, 90 minutes before the game.
Yeah,
they're doing some foul shooting and cheering. I'm telling you, they have a blast doing it.
They surely do.
I never saw a team so excited when somebody makes two foul shots at the line, and they have to go around the circle. Today.
Oh, and that's interesting, huh? They surely recruit around, don't they? We kind of kid about that sometimes. They bring in some great kids, though. They're cheerful to talk to. I know you talked to them before the game, Jim.
I talked to Coach Lewis as well. His first year, he was in Virginia last year at a small college, and we talked about the weather. I said, "Are you ready?" And he said, "I hope so." But he agreed when we said, UMFK, they'll go anywhere to play games.
Yeah, they surely do. And, we've seen them over the years. They play both these guys and as well as UMA. So I've seen a lot of UMaine Fort Kent over the years.
Ladies and gentlemen, please actually rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for today's women's basketball game between the UMaine Fort Kent Bengals and your Central Maine Mustangs. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Bengals. Number 2, Nisha Ortiz. Number 4, Ada Basoria. Number 10, Shayla Aguilar. Number 12, Deja Morris. And number 34, Taylor Shook. Head coach of the Bengals is Marquise Lewis, and he is assisted by Maya Moy. 55. Let's welcome your Mustangs. First from Alvarado, Colorado, number 2, Michaela Alvarado. From Taronga, New Zealand, number 10, Kaylani Hoare. From Austin, Texas, number 15, Stella Lobenstein. From Patton, Maine, number 21, Hunter Hutchgrove. And from Taronga, New Zealand, the birthday girl, number 55, Cassie Rivanui. Head coach for the Mustangs is Andrew Morong. He is assisted by Abby Nielsen, Chantel Willette, Mike Damon, and Luna Love.
Well, happy birthday, Cassie.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, I was kidding Cassie before the game. I went up and I said, listen, you give me the special Munzing Media sign if you're going to dunk it because we want to get a nice close-up. She just laughed.
Don't I see new uniforms on the Mustangs? I think those are new.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, let's say Mustangs on the front.
Yeah, I don't recall that, Mustangs on the white uniforms. Anyway, I'm sure we'll have some more fans. Busy day here. Soccer, conference soccer playoffs going on. Double header here. Again, we hope everybody cheering for either school enjoys this one wherever they may be watching on Munzing Media Sports. And the Bengals control the tip. Soria with it being guided by Lobenstein. Driving down the lane and scoring the basket, Nisha Ortiz.
Ortiz with a nice left-handed finish in the traffic.
Senior from Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, we've seen Ortiz over the years. She's a real slash dribble driver.
Lobenstein goes baseline, shut off. Goes into Renui, spins one way, and they're going to call it for steps.
Oh. Should give you a little leeway on your birthday, Jim.
Yeah. Actually, I thought they did. In the front court, the Bengals. Soria drives, dishes it off, baseline shook, blocked.
Hotchgrove came over.
Hunter Hotchgrove, 5'11" from Patton, Maine.
Adam Zuniger doing our camera work today up top.
Yeah, I was going to ask you who that was.
Yep, Adam's a member of the B team. We'll see him in action here.
Traveling on the Bengals.
Well, that's what the Mustangs like to do, create pressure defense, leads to turnovers.
Here comes Lobenstein, second year from Austin, Texas. Hartsgrove goes to Horn. And now on a drive is Alvarado. There's a shot from Hartsgrove. Almost got to go in off the backboard. Loose ball rebound picked up by Morris. Handling the ball. Aguiar taking it deep. Off glass, no good by Morris. Rebound Mustangs. Alvarado in the front court. Bounce pass to Renui. Goes to the left hand and lays it in.
Happy birthday, kid.
That was not an easy shot.
It certainly wasn't. That's a nice finish, boy. Cassie's worked hard on that left hand.
People in New Zealand like that one. And thrown away. Mustangs ball.
Yeah, we'll see Cassie here on the spin around here. It's going to be a nice move. Watch her get inside position. Creates that quick move to the left hand. I think she caught the defender by surprise a little bit going left-handed.
Horn with the basketball. Hartsgrove kicks it back out to Renui. Lobenstein for three. Got the back rim. Loose ball rebound off the Bengals. I should have brought my binoculars, Rob, so I could watch the replays with you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I might have a way to do that. I'll think of that, Jim. We had a lot going on today.
Oh, no.
But I think there might be a way to get you a monitor up there. We got Jim up in the catbird seat.
Is Lobenstein swish?
Ooh, nice Stella.
Very controlled shot, too. No, folks, I had to move up here because I kept getting screened out by all the coaches or some of the coaches. No good. Coming up short was Basori. Here come the Mustangs. Horn to Hartsgrove. Bang!
Yeah, she's a three-point shooter right there. Horn with a nice assist. Knew she was going to Hartsgrove the whole time. We'll stay right here, Jim. We got a couple of replays to look at. We've got a couple we can go back and look at here. I think the first one's going to be Stella's drive here. Let's take a look at it. Here you see Stella coming off, and she knifes through traffic and then puts up the running right-hander as she went to her left. That was a pretty finish. And then the one right now as they came down on the break. They get the ball to Hartsgrove, the three-point shooter right here, and she's got no hesitation whatsoever. Launches one home all net.
No, thanks for hooking me up here, Rob.
Yep.
Just to finish it, if the referees let the coaches, roam the sideline, I wasn't going to say don't get in my way.
Yeah, exactly.
But it seemed as the years went on, there were more coaches doing it, and a few times even you got screened out.
Yeah,
because they plunked right in front of the scorer's table.
And I don't want to say anything, Jim, but
No.
You're in your mid-70s or so, and you shrink an inch every year. So what are you going to do?
I was feeling good. Now I'm getting older and shrinking all at the same day, folks. Last year, you only gave me one thing a day. Now, anyway, Bengals go underneath. They come back out. Here's an outside in and out, missed by Morris. Bengals hustle rebound. Aguiar. Now they move it to the other side. 10 on the shot clock, a near steal. Bengals get it back. 5 on the clock. Outside shot, no good. Rebound bounces around. Tracked down by Horn. Kalani Horn from New Zealand was all the way. Highlight reels. Early start.
Well, the Horn's going to like that. They're watching.
9-2, Central Maine. Hartsgrove playing defense on Basoria. Bengals drive and lay it in. Nice drive and basket for Shayla Aguiar. She's from Colorado.
Here's that beautiful play by Horn. The hesitation right there. Looks left, right? And then New York steps through and makes a beautiful acrobatic athletic finish. That was pretty.
Couple of subs in for the Mustangs. Number 20, Brianna Dwyer from Gold Coast Australia, has had a couple of big games already. She's 5'9". Ava Smith, 14, checking in. Josie Friend, number 9. But in the meantime, the Bengals score another basket, and that was Nisha Ortiz.
Yeah, you got to cut off dribble drive if you're going to attack the Bengals defensively. And if you let them penetrate, they'll dish.
23, Caitlin McCoy in there for the Mustangs as well. She's from Green, Maine, Levitt High School, just up the road a piece, as they say. And nice job by the Bengals on the steal. Basoria did the defensive work. And here's a steal by Dwyer. Ahead of the pack, she lays it up and in.
Yeah, beautiful read by Brianna. Read the passing lane, get in it, tipped it to herself, finished strong.
11-6, Central Maine. Down the lane, does not get the roll. That was Morris. Ava Smith from Casco, Maine, number 14, got the rebound. Outside, Abilene Corson from Dexter. Another place I've done radio from.
There you go.
In another life. What a drive, coast to coast. Nija Ortiz makes it 11-8.
That's Ortiz's game, isn't it? Huh? Really take it to the rack.
Three-pointer, bang! Caitlin, the real McCoy.
Luke.
Yeah. That's not exactly too original if you think about it. 14-8, but the Bengals go down off the block area.
Well, we can just turn the 30-second clock right off.
think-
Neither side needs it. Wow.
I think that was Roebuck. Yeah, Tamia Roebuck. There's a basket for Dwyer again.
Boy, Dwyer is really a force at the rack. She really takes it and finishes.
16-10 CM. And going to the line will be Ada Basori.
Got a replay. I can't remember what it is.
As long as it's not you saying I'm shrinking, but you play it.
Was that the McCoy basket out there?
I think so.
3-point shot. Wow, this has been frantic, huh? 16-10. Still 4 minutes to go here in the first. Hope the scoreboard's keeping up. It seems to. Well, Mrs. Horn, I want to tell you, I had a wonderful conversation with your daughter, and she said, oh, my mom wants to say how much she loves listening to you and Jim do the games, and it's so much fun to listen. And well, we thank the fans for that. That, you know, we really do it for the families and for the kids, and we really thank you when you reach out like that. That's nice.
1 out of 2 at the line for Basori. Yes, I second that. And, I mean, they send their student athletes sometimes halfway around the world, so if we can make it positive in any way, we love to do it. And we respect the other teams as well. Oh. Bang! Hunter Hartsgrove. She was closer to the center logo than she was the arc rod.
Wow, that was a long-range dedication right there.
And getting down low again are the Bengals.
Wow.
That was Roebuck again.
I'm glad you're calling this one, James.
Hartsgrove off the rim.
Good shot, though.
And Bengals get the loose ball rebound. Number 1, Edwards in there. Lost the ball, picked up by Alvarado. Here's Lobenstein. 19-13, Central Maine. Nice catch, Renui. Hartsgrove tees one up again, a little strong. Hustle rebound by the Mustangs, then they lost it out.
I think I got a Hartsgrove 3 here racked up for the replay. Coming up right here. That's the one you said down by the logo. Well, when Hunter gets hot, watch out. We saw her go off one game last year. She couldn't miss.
And then she got hurt, and that really was a factor in the Mustangs. Because if you lose players like that going into the YSCC or the Nationals, you know, it really gonna. I don't care how everybody steps up, but.
Well, they lost the 3-point shooters with Zoe going out as well. Zoe's due back next month, or this month.
I did talk to her briefly coming in.
Next month, I think it's mid-December.
She said December 20th.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. Again, you always have a positive attitude. She gave me another smile.
Yeah, she's one of the best kids you ever want to meet. Well, we love our Mustangs, that's for sure. And we love kids that compete at this level.
Underneath, loose ball picked out of the air, and now scoring. Brianni Edwards, a freshman, Mildew, New Jersey. And there's a putback by the birthday girl, Cassie Renui. Number 4 for the Mustangs, Aeneas Balazambo. First year from Fribourg, Switzerland. There's a steal and a basket for Kalani Horn. I'll tell you can't even look down at your score sheet, Rob. You missed something.
Well, Mustangs getting it done defensively, aren't they, Jim?
Yep, Mustangs ball. Coming in, Josie French. He's 6'2" from Melbourne. .202 remaining first period. 23-15, Central Maine.
I like how Coach Morong doesn't let these kids get too full of themselves. He takes them down to play a team like LaSalle, and that you get a little humble pie.
There's a shot blocked by the Bengals. Number 12, Morris. She's a junior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, my God.
A screen outside.
Looked like fullback lead.
Down the lane, a floating shot, no good by Edwards. Loose ball rebound. I think that's Hartsgrove down there.
Yeah.
Still loose. Bengals get it. Shot no good by Edwards. Bengals get it back. Three-pointer. Bang. Nisha Ortiz. Bengals earn that basket. Hartsgrove looking for help. Lobenstein brings it out, will settle it down. Change of hands, Lobenstein goes to the hoop. Was hoping for a call off UMaine for Kent.
Oh, I thought they'd call foul, no.
Yeah.
Well, they let them play.
Abilene Corson in again, number 3, first year from Dexter, Maine.
Yeah, how many kids already been in the game for the Mustangs?
I can
a
check
lot.
in a second. Yeah,
A lot for one quarter. That's my point.
Ava Smith, power dribble, loses it, picked up by Fort Kent.
Yeah, into traffic there.
Cross the lane, now they go back outside. Actually 8. I think some have been in and then back. In, out, and back in again. Back in is Brianna Dwyer.
Yeah, Dwyer's been in, got a couple of baskets, I think, already. 4 points, I think.
But again, with Coach Morong, you're most likely to play at some point in any game. So you're in. Somehow that baseline opened up. And Ada Basori said, thanks very much, as she went off glass and laid it in. They try to go into Smith, stolen away. Here's a scoop shot, no good.
Ooh.
That was missed by Basora.
Inadvertent over the back. Foul like that deserves a timber call. Timber. Yeah, I think the tree people got some work up here in Central Maine. One of my former players runs a tree service. He said he got a call at 4:30 this morning. Emergency call, tree down.
Very windy.
Yes.
Very windy overnight into the morning.
Yeah, we were out trying to do soccer. What an adventure.
Corson with it. 4 seconds. And traveling. Rob, you sort of feel that Central Maine should be up like about 8.
Yes.
But it was the defense of the Bengals leading into some offense. They've cut this to 3. Pass down court. Bounces around. They could tie it. And they almost tied it at the buzzer. I'm sure that was not the way they drew it up.
No.
But anyway, a very active first half. At the end, first quarter, I beg your pardon. At the end of one period of play, this non-conference women's matchup, Central Maine 23, UMaine for Kent 20 on Munzing Media Sports.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist.
Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust the fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career here at the school. They're really invested in our education. It's an
Mustangs ball to start the second period. They had the first possession, knocked out of bounds off the Bengals.
We'll get the camera set here in a second.
There's a reverse shot. Good. Nice move, Josie Friend.
I'm not sure she was shooting or passing, Jim.
I'm going to call. I thought it was a good move.
Yeah, it was a good move, yeah.
I think she shot it in midair, made an adjustment. Number 0, Takayla Cowan Hongash. And there's a basket.
Yeah, dribble drive again.
25-22 Central Maine. Smith, stop, shoots, got it. Mustangs did get 10 players in the game first quarter, and 6 of them scored.
It's like an NBA game from the 60s.
Yeah.
You know, come down and, dribble, drive, shoot.
Bengals offensive rebound. 6 points for Hartsgrove and 4 points for 3 other players for CM.
That's good balance.
For the Bengals, Roebuck has 7, Ortiz 6. And there's a basket outside. That was number 2, right, Ortiz? 27-25. Yes. They go inside to Smith and contact underneath. All right, wholesale subs. As we've said, it's like line changes in hockey. A lot of subs in. Almost need a turnstile around the scorers table for Central Maine. At the line, Ava Smith, second-year player from Casco, Maine. Very successful high school, Lake Region. 1 more for Smith. And 1 out of 2. And she'll go out, and Werrenui back in. So it's Werrenui, Lobenstein, Hartsgrove, Alvarado, and McCoy. Bengals in the front court, and contact. Rob, the CM women, they have more combinations than a lottery. If you look at how many different combinations they have from start to finish in a season.
And Coach referenced that on the pregame when he talked about how many different starting lineups they'd had and such. And that's one of the things usually early preseason for Jim. You want to see who's clicking with whom. And, you're going to get kids that, going to be out of lineup for whatever reason, whether it's an injury or whether somebody gets in foul trouble or whatever it is. And, you want to have kids work with as many different kids as you can.
That's the back rim by McCoy. Rebound Bengals. Defense over there by Alvarado. And one of my points about when you sub a lot, there's somebody that's further down the bench that if they went in with other substitutes, they may not be as effective. Sometimes you can see how good they are because other people are supporting them.
Sure.
Shot no good by Hongash. 17, there's a block. Here's a run out for Morris, and she lays it in.
Boy, that was great play by Morris. Got the steal, turned on the Jets, finished the drive.
Deja Morris, listed as a junior from Coatesville, PA. Here come the, excuse me, Rob.
Yeah, Mustangs a little lax with that possession there, Jim. They tried to loop it inside to Werrenui and stolen away, but they got it back because they played some defense on the other end.
Mustangs 1-point lead with the basketball. Alvarado out to Werrenui, looks things over, looks for cutters, nothing there, so she wants Hartsgrove to come out, which she did. A screen by Werrenui. Hartsgrove, a little scoop, no good. And Werrenui lays it in. I thought she was just out by the arc.
Well, she rolled the basket on the pick and roll, and Hartsgrove kept it, but Cassie kept going there, picked up the leftovers.
3-pointer Bengals. Overshot by Besoria. Here comes Lobenstein. Out top to Hartsgrove. Hartsgrove closely guarded. Gives it back to Lobenstein. Still 12 to shoot. Lobenstein uses the screen. Fights through traffic. And she's going to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think Stella knew she probably wasn't going to get a good angle for a basket there, but she took the contact. Did it in the action of shooting, so she gets 2. Bengals are letting a few out of the cage onto the court.
They're in the higher division of
Yes.
of the junior college ranks, right?
Yes, they're a Division I team.
One more for Lobenstein.
Up in beautiful Fort Kent, Maine.
Talked to one of the men's players, and yes, they did already cross the border, had a couple of games in Canada.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those are their short trips. Go to Canada.
Second foul shot good by Lobenstein. Now, there's some people, as you know, that travel every day between the countries.
Yes. Yeah. Wife and I took a trip up to Campbell Island this past summer. Beautiful up there.
I was there too.
Really? We
Yeah.
went late June.
I think we're more like the middle of June. It is kind of unique when you say, I'm standing in 200 feet of bridge. There's another country right there. Anyway. Okay, business at hand is a nice move underneath and a scoop shot by Kalani Horn.
Kalani, what a beauty.
Forget Rob and I's vacation. We got to get to those nice moves.
Yeah, I got that on replay.
6-point lead. Mustangs. Morris, get it back out to Hongash.
All the Mustangs handle the basketball, and so don't the Bengals. This is really entertaining.
Yes. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Through traffic and no good. Nice block out by Werrenui. That was Aguilar. She's from Rio Hacha, Colorado.
Here's Horn. Look at this reverse. Pretty. Didn't even look. Knew where she was. Put it up and down.
That reminds me, we have Ella Levine, All-American here 2 years. She's playing in, not Colorado, bang, three-pointer. Ella Levine playing at East Central University in Ada, Oklahoma.
Oh.
Loose ball, and we're going to have a tie-up. First down.
Oh, we got a little extra credit.
That last basket was by Morris, Deja Morris.
So they're working it out.
I also found out Marnie Rees playing University of Alaska Fairbanks.
Fantastic.
She had two sisters, Rob, that played D1.
Yeah, I know she did. I remember talking to
you
about that, I think. You got the information like you do.
Of course, Emily Strawn, after playing for Cal State Fulton's at Fordham this year.
Yes, yeah.
And Destiny Mora Lopez is a redshirt senior at Western Oregon. So the next time I have a rainy day, I'll try to find some more out. And the Bengals again getting some extra shots, so to speak.
Yeah, I talked to Eliza Bro here just a couple of weeks ago. I think it was a game that you couldn't make. Eliza came, had nice talk with Eliza. Of course, she's been playing over in Europe and maybe headed back there as well. Just got married, so she's Eliza Martin now. I said, that spoils everything. I can't say the Bro Show anymore. Your last name is Martin. But Eliza was a great player here and has had a great career. And she's going to be doing some, developmental type camps and things like that. So if you're a basketball player looking to learn from one of the best, check out Eliza Martin.
And we're not surprised when we hear about success, are we, on some of these, either in careers or basketball or both. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Central Maine ball. 4:53 to go in the second period, 33-31. Central Maine. Each team has 2 fouls this period.
Well, they're playing. It's not because they're not playing defense, Jim. They're getting after it both ways.
Here's Kennedy Lampert, number 1. And she gave it to Balo Zombo. Off glass and good.
Well, that was a beautiful bounce pass feed. We're going to take a look at it. Lampert really threaded the needle on that one. Now she's feisting up on D.
And stepped on the line. Kennedy Lampert, first year from Bowdoin, Maine. Went to Mount Ararat High School.
Here's Lampert here. Watch this. Oh, nice little dish. It's even better than I thought on the replay, Jim. It was a backhanded bounce pass. sometimes we see the replay and go, ooh, that's better than we thought.
Ortiz will inbound. Shot clock at reset to 20. Lampert playing defense on Morris. And that was tipped and stolen away. Nice job, Josie Friend.
Josie's lean. Lean and long. Good combination for a defender.
Lampert from downtown spins off. Rebound for Kent. Ortiz in the front court. Comes to this side of the court to Morris. Morris being watched closely by Horn. Bengals halfway through the shot clock.
For one of the rare times.
Right. Morris has an opening, leaves it short. Rebound up, no good by Basoria. And here comes Kennedy Lampert. Lampert blocked. It will be CM ball from their own baseline. Brianna Dwyer back in for the Mustangs. Friend will trigger it in. Zambo gonna drive, shut off, double team. Three-pointer, back rim, missed by Corson. Loose ball picked up by the Bengals. Basoria. And they're gonna call a foul. Bella Zambo, first year, 6 feet from Freiburg, Switzerland. I could be saying that wrong.
Well, I think it's Switzerland.
The town is Freiburg. Yeah. I believe one of the national languages, so to speak. Somebody told me she was fluent in French.
Oui.
Yeah. Over here, I'll speak for myself, we're lucky to do English, you know, and some of these other players around the world are speaking, 3 or 4 languages.
I know, isn't that amazing? We speak Maine.
Yeah.
Geez and crow.
3 minutes remaining first half. 35-31. Central Maine, loose ball, lost, picked up by Lampert. Here come the Mustangs. In the corner, three-pointer. Comes up short. That was Hartsgrove that re-entered. Down deep. And I think Dwyer's going to the line. One thing about Hunter Hartsgrove, she doesn't have a favorite spot. Wherever she shoots from is her favorite spot at that moment.
In the gym. Yeah, she's good. Anywhere in the gym.
Because there are players that if you take them off their favorite spot, they're not as effective. Nothing but net. And 2 for 2 for Dwyer. Elizaveta Spiridonova, junior from London, number 11. She was at Central Maine a couple years ago.
Oh, that's right.
This is her second year at Fort Kent. Mustangs by 6. Spiridonova changes hands on the dribble. Almost lost it. Somehow got it out front to Hongash. Still 10 to shoot Bengals. Look at that, almost a triple team by CM. And a player control foul. And drawing it was Abilene Corson. And you notice that Central Maine bench, Rob, that erupted. That was their greatest cheer for that play because they always recognize the take charges.
Well, Chantel Willette likes that one.
I told us last year, I was here ready to do a men's game. The women practiced ahead, and they were going down to a chart and writing down, getting stars like for the take charges, during that week. And they were excited about it. Dwyer comes up short. Knocked out of bounds. Bengals ball. 2 minutes exactly remaining first half. Men's game will follow around 6 o'clock. Deja Morris brings it up. Goes down low. Is a up and under, no good by Spiridonova. Spiridonova throws it up, comes up short, hustles and gets the rebound. It got loose again, picked up by Basoria. Still plenty of time to shoot. It's loose again.
Well, that was a disjointed possession.
That is true. We're going to call a foul now. Ava Smith, I think.
Should be shooting now, right?
Yes.
5.
Team foul number 5, second foul on Smith.
Men's soccer playing today. I haven't heard anything on men's soccer. We'll have to see if we can find out at halftime if we can get a men's soccer score. They were playing today out at Word of Life out in New York in the YSCC Men's Championship weekend. Of course, we had 2 games here today. Southern Maine Community College came out victorious in game 1, and HTI in game 2. They'll face off tomorrow for the championship. We'll have that on the YSCC network tomorrow.
That's the women's games, right?
Women's,
yeah.
Yes.
Basorio, 1 more after missing the first.
Yeah,
1
5
out of 2.
5 games today for us, folks. So we've already done 2, doing these 2, and doing hockey at 6:45.
Down to Wiranui. Nice turnaround. Soft touch, Cassie Wiranui. 39-32. Little contact, and the Bengals get back to the line for 2.
This is great by Cassie. Puts up a little soft serve right here, Jim. Watch it. Watch that touch. A little soft serve. All net.
Of course, talking about tournaments, it's already predetermined that Central Maine will host the YSCC, right? At the end of the season.
Yes. Yeah, and it's going to be a week earlier this year because the national tournament's moved up.
So you don't have to wait for a seeding situation to see if you host or hosting. Foul shot good by Basoria.
They've gone back the old way. Everybody's coming in.
Yeah. Basoria, junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, so the Tar Heels state represented. And on cue, she makes it. 39-34, CM, 1:10 remaining, first half. Lobenstein looks into Wiranui. Wiranui tries to create. Had a tough angle, but she's going to go to the foul line.
Yeah, really improved going on that left side and feeling very comfortable there is Cassie. Defender overplays that right hand. She takes it left side.
Maybe because I'm right-handed, but even though you know somebody's left-handed, I just don't think you react as quick because 90% of the other types of defenses are against right-handers.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right with that, Jim. No, it's like your brain is programmed that way.
1 more for Cassie. And nicely done for the second one.
Yeah, she's probably got, 7, 8 points in the game. I don't have live stats cooking down here, but.
Caitlin McCoy back in. All right, sir, let's see. Wiranui with 9. Tied for the high score for the game with Nashia Ortiz.
Yeah, and those are paint points.
She's 4 for 4 from the floor. Wiranui. Bringing the ball up is Edwards, number 1. Back outside, changing hands on the dribble is Morris. And up and in by Deja Morris.
Yeah, nice finish, Morris. Up and over, Wiranui.
Lobenstein takes it deep. Gonna back out of there. Dwyer, high post to Wiranui. Excellent defense. Taylor Shook. Rebound by CM. No good. Now the shot clock is off. Game clock just went inside 20. There's a little opening and a scoop shot a little too strong. But going to the line will be Deja Morris.
Yeah, Morris went down heavily there on the baseline.
So we'll get one more.
You know, a lot of teams can't play at the frantic pace that the Mustangs play at, but the Bengals can, Jim, and that's what we've seen here. Back and forth, frantic, getting after it. Feisty.
And that one, no good. Inside 10 seconds. Hartsgrove tees one up. High off the rim. Rebound saved by McCoy. And Lobenstein at the buzzer, no good. Mustangs, they outscored the Bengals 17-16 in the second period. So go into the locker room at the half. The score, Central Maine 40, UMaine 4Ken 36 on Munzing Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
Having free college, it's awesome.
I'm not going to have this weight of debt hanging over my shoulder.
It's so nice to be able to not have to worry about that burden. So yeah, sets you up for success.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Listen, Medicare can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're new to Medicare or exploring your options during open enrollment, our team at CBU Advantage is here to help make it simple. We'll help you compare plans, understand your benefits, and find the coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't let the confusion or stress hold you back. We're going to simplify the entire process for you. We're just a phone call away. Call us today or click the link below to book an appointment with a licensed agent to discuss your options. Talk to you all soon.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
See the men's team warming up. We'll have their game coming up next here on Munzing Media as we live from Kirk Hall. Want to let you know that men's soccer won today. They won 2-0 in their game. They moved the championship game. They are five-time repeat champions in YSCC men's soccer. And, of course, they are national defending champions, and they would like nothing better than to get back there, defend that national championship, and bring another one home here to Auburn, Maine on the shores of Lake Ormond. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. We've got our Jim Toomey.
All right, thank you, Rob. Looking at the team stats first, Bengals shooting 39% from the floor. The Mustangs 42%. 3-point attempts. Fort Kent 3 out of 7. Central Maine only 3 out of 13. Foul shooting. Fort Kent 5 out of 10. Central Maine 5 out of 8. Turnovers pretty even, 11 for the Mustangs, 12 for the Bengals. Mustangs have the rebound advantage overall, 20-17. Individually for the Bengals, Nasia Ortiz, 9 points. Deja Morris, 7 likewise. Tamia Roebuck, 7. Ada Basori, 6. Sheila Aguilar, 3. 2 points for Dakayla Cowan Hongash. Also 2 points for Brianni Edwards. Also seeing action
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way,
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
with over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
Little drop kick Murphys to bring you back into the second half. Second half call. Is that Jim Toomey?
Thank you, Rob Munzing. And who's on the camera today?
Adam. Adam's in the joke.
Okay.
Adam's on the B basketball team. He's a basketball player. He's done a fantastic job, really. Knows the flow of the game. It really helps.
So looking at the Bengals, they did have a win on the season against Thomas College of Waterville, 57-46. They'll have two home games coming up, November 7th against Fisher College and November 8th against University of Maine Augusta. The Mustangs have a busy week the next 7 or 8 days. After this game, they'll be at UMaine Augusta on Wednesday the 5th at 6 o'clock. Saturday the 8th, they'll be on the road down at Calais, Maine against Washington County Community College, 1 o'clock. And then they have 3 consecutive home games, Rob, on the 11th, 13th, and 15th. Bengals ball to start the second half. Three-pointer, Fort Kent, no good. Missed by Morris. And I guess the Mustangs knocked it out. So Werrenui is in there with Friend, Lobenstein, Dwyer, and Hartsgrove. And nicely done by the Bengals off that inbounds play and getting the basket was Deja Morris. 2-point Mustangs lead. Almost lost. Dwyer has it. Lobenstein wants a screen, got a partial one, didn't take it. Nice. I guess I was going to say nice catch, but Dwyer got hit by an arm there inadvertently. I think somebody defending had their arm out and contacted Morris. Boy, that hurts, Rob, if you get poked up near the eye.
Got to be careful there, too, because that's why you're happy to have a training staff available for any injuries kids suffer. We had a bad one last year, man. It was an eye injury.
Mustangs ball. Shot clock at reset to 20. Hartstrove thought about it. 10 to shoot. Lobenstein across the lane. Excellent defense by the Bengals. Taylor Shook looks about 6'1", starting the second half for the Bengals. She's from Naples, Florida. From Naples, Florida, Fort Kent, Maine.
It's a trip.
That's where Route 1 ends, right? Fort Kent.
Right.
Three-pointer Bengals, a little long by Ortiz. Rebound, though, by Morris. Spinning into the lane, Aguiar. And it's going to be a shooting foul. Aguiar, a senior from Rio Hacha, Colorado. And the soft touch goes down. She has a big smile. She looks over to the bench.
That's how I do it.
She says, watch this one. I'm going to tie the game. Unfortunately, she didn't for their cause. Rebound, Friend. Lobenstein closely guarded. Double team. And on the end line with the Mustang. Rob, these Bengals play really tough in your face defense.
They do. Yeah, I'm sure that was a point of contention there. Let's keep the defensive intensity because you know the Mustangs are going to.
Not just figuratively, in reality.
Yeah.
There's Shook, and Shook is going to go for 2 shots. Shook didn't score in the first half. She made a couple of nice defensive plays.
Got most of our fans watching on YouTube. I just checked into YouTube. Hello, everybody.
Nice touch, Taylor Shook. Now she was going to give the Bengals the lead as we're early in this third period. That one halfway down and came out. Nice rebound. Julie Dowry's in for the first time, number 11 out of Belfast High School. And there's a basket. It was Julie Dowry's. She's from Northport, was a Belfast Lion. Just new in the game, and she get involved quickly in a positive way. 42-40. Central Maine. Shook looks for cutters. On the drive, Aguiar. Deflected by Lobenstein. It went back. Oh, tough break, Mustangs.
Yeah, Stella did a good job and got a tough break.
Aguiar laid it in. We're tied at 42. Hartsgrove for 3. Bang!
Yeah, it's like a layup. We haven't seen the trap yet. Here comes the trap for the Mustangs.
Bounce pass across the lane. Shook kind of too far underneath, so she had to go back out with it. Contact down low we play on. Visoria back outside to Ortiz. 8 seconds to shoot, Fort Kent. Drive down the lane, contact, and they wave it off. Player control foul, and once again the Mustang bench jumps up as one.
Oh, they love their player control fouls. Going to see it right here. Shot clock down, so you know it's coming. That's the second one of the game.
Lobenstein brings it up. Friend. Renui comes out to help. And something going on underneath. They're calling a hold.
Yeah, it won't be on the Mustangs. It's going to be a defensive foul. Yeah, it is.
To Kyla Cowan-Hongash back in. Number 0 for the Bengals. She's from Peekskill, New York. And deflected out by a Bengal. So the Mustangs have to move it back right in front or near our Munzing Media Sports position. Referee pointing, and somebody's going to take it in. Kalani Horn tries to throw it off a Bengal, but it didn't work. Down the lane, high arcing shot is good for Deja Morris. Cuts the lead to 1. Hartsgrove thought about it, drives baseline. Renui working baseline. Took a big hop and a step, and they count the basket.
Yeah, Cassie getting a chance for an old-fashioned birthday 3 coming up here. Pounds it inside. Nice little, see, the key to that was landing on both feet, Jim. Then she could go back up, and without traveling, she got that little strut going. Gotta love it. Yeah, basket's good. I think the only lead the Bengals had was at 2-0. Am I correct, Jim?
You might be right.
Yeah, then I think because then they went on a 7-point run. It was 9-2 at one time.
Foul shot by Ruranui. So the old-fashioned three-point play, as Rob referenced. Goes inside to Shook, comes up short, and there's Cassie Ruranui. Got the rebound, protected it, and got it over to Lobenstein. Here come the Mustangs, 4-point lead and the ball. And lost out by Central Maine.
Yeah, I'm on new medicine, new brain medicine, Jim. I'm a lot sharper. I don't know if you noticed. Have you noticed that?
No.
No? Well, aren't you curious about what I'm on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can't remember.
Bengals looking over to Coach Lewis. Down the lane, and it opened up. Deja Morris dribbled around, then she looked and said, okay, I'm going to take it all the way in. Loose ball. The Bengals have it. And returning the favor is Horn.
Yeah, Horn lost it, but what did she do? Got back and played defense. Renewed the possession. That's a good play.
Smith, far side, three-pointer off the rim by McCoy. Rebound, Fort Kent. Contact in the backcourt, and the foul was called on Kilani Horn. Abilene Corson checking in, number 3.
Run them in, run them out.
Again, play for the Dexter Tigers. What's interesting, Rob, is the colors of Dexter are not orange, they're red and white.
Yes, that's funny, yeah, but they're the Tigers. Must have been a mutant strain of Tigers.
Your Gardner Tigers, we know.
Yeah.
And we're going to tie up. And where's the arrow? I think it's going to be Central Maine ball. And here's good news. Brianna Dwyer back in, replacing Lobenstein. So Brianna seems to be all right.
Yeah, in our first game, Brianna was Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. She had an outstanding second half in that game. Lit it up. Strong to the hole.
Dwyer gives up a dribble. High to Renui. So just in case the fans, you look at the one-loss record or stats, all those games they play aren't automatically counted in the stats because they may say a record like, 4-0, or in the case of somebody, 5-1. Then you look at the stats, Rob, it'll say like 3 games, and that's because don't always count like when they play D3, colleges.
Right. Yeah, I don't think the LaSalle game is a countable game.
So took me a while to figure that out because somebody may be looking for anybody, or maybe for their student athlete, and said, wait a minute, they scored 20 points and it's not in there. Dwyer, one more. Nice touch with that one.
Well, when I was coaching, if we lost, it didn't count.
That's like baseball spring training, right?
Right, yeah.
Only counts if we win.
It's like a scrimmage. You give up, 7 touchdowns, so you say, well, we wanted to work on our extra point defense.
Right. And so this will remain Bengals ball. Nice hustle by Dwyer.
Yeah, both these teams very similar in the way they attack the game, and I attack with a capital A. Both of them get after it. I love it.
Hongash closely guarded by Corson. They fake a 3, a hop, and a step, sort of a Euro step, and call a foul on Central Maine.
Renui and coach not happy. Let's look at. She was paused. Watch her right here. Oh my, yeah. Planted both feet, went right straight up. Cassie says, it's my birthday,
Yeah, 3 fouls.
That's a tough one right there. I mean, she did everything right. Everything right.
Caitlin McCoy leaves with Renui.
Yeah, sometimes you don't get everything you want for your birthday.
Right. Smith back in the game. And Zombo. 3-pointer, Fort Kent. Loose ball and grabbed it off the floor. Ava Smith. Easiest rebound she'll ever have. Hartsgrove for 3. Bang! As I said, Hartsgrove can shoot from any spot.
Yeah, I'm not looking at live stats, but she's probably got 4 threes in the game.
52-46. Stolen away. Here's Dwyer, going to take it all the way. Off the rim, defied gravity. Hartsgrove 4 for 8 behind that line, Rob.
Yeah, and here's the latest one right here. Just sets it up and watch. Look at the follow through. Look at the hand. She's what we, many of us that have tried to shoot the basketball, we envious of these pure shooters, and she is one. Yeah. Great high school career here in the state of Maine. Continuing here at Central Maine Community College.
Soft touch, goes down.
Tremendous freshman first half before she was injured.
What I like is even though they're going further out on the threes, the form is remaining the same. They aren't, forcing it from long distance. Some tricky dribbling for the Bengals down the lane. They go across the lane.
Pretty play.
Everything worked for the Bengals that time, except the basket. Now a foul in the backcourt on Fort Kent.
Yeah, Brianna's getting feisty up.
3:42 remaining, third period, 54-46. Central Maine. Fans have heard me say, a lot of times I'll revert back to radio play-by-play because, people doing stuff around the house or maybe driving, Rob. I don't want to try to look at some screen, right?
Yeah, I mean, particularly if we ever came on screen,
No,
they'd be right in the river.
Yeah, we have to give FCC means we have to give a warning.
Yeah, disclaimer.
The following content may not be appropriate.
Oh, gosh.
For any age. Nice foul shots by Dwyer, very calmly. And the Bengals had it knocked out of bounds. Yeah. It's all of a sudden, Rob, we're kidding around a little bit, but it's a 10-point Mustangs lead.
Well, this is about as much as they were able to extend it. We looked up a few times and thought they'd be up by 8. They were up by 4 because the Bengals have had an answer. This has been a nice little run here in the third. And mostly defense. Look at that. Under harassment.
Corson was the one that knocked it in the back court. The foul's on Dwyer, I think. Team foul number 5, so 2 shots for Fort Kent.
Yeah, coach was saying, hey, Bree, I like your defense. Keep it up.
Here comes Kennedy Lampert in for Central Maine. Again, she went to Mount Ararat. They've had some success lately.
Yes, they have. Yeah, Mount Ararat basketball's been good.
There's some tough games against Brunswick.
Yes, 2 good programs right there.
Across the river.
Battle of the Bridge, one of the battles of the bridges that you see in the state of Maine.
Is that bridge finished the construction yet or not?
No, they're battling it to finish it, I think, Jim. My wife plays pickleball down that way, and there's only traffic one way.
All right. Brianni Edwards, nice job at the foul line. Or actually made one, I guess. 56-47. Another scrum. Wow.
Dwyer's in that one, I think, too, isn't she? Yeah, if there's a ball on the floor, you'll find a Mustang going after it.
Each team will have players that might have to join the custodial union because they keep rolling around, cleaning the floor. 3-pointer, Fort Kent. Bang!
Yeah, good one there.
Nija Ortiz, the senior from Providence, cuts it to a 2-possession game.
Ortiz got him going early on with the dribble drive. That time it was a long-range one.
Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Hartsgrove, bang! From Patton, Maine, Katahdin High School.
Yeah, she shot that from Patton, Maine.
Bounce pass across the lane, could not get the angle. Kennedy Lampert grabs it out of the air and quickly brings it in the front court. Gave the ball up quickly. There's a steal by the Bengals. Morris goes and lays it in, and she's going to the line for the +1 shot.
Yeah, look at that finish right there. Real tough one. Up and in. That's a nice finish.
Personal Brianna Dwyer, her second.
This is the Hartsgrove bomb. She's well behind that line. You know, she took a nonchalant dribble, which is like, you know, I'm just dribbling, you know, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And she takes that nonchalant dribble, and the next thing you know, she's firing down range.
And there's the three-point play. Deja Morris, 59-53 CM. Dwyer has it stolen away as two Bengals got involved with the double team. Bengals moving around. They're going to call traveling. Coming in for the Mustangs, number 2, Michaela Alvarado, and number 10, Kalani Horn. Here's Caitlin McCoy as well. Lampert going to bring it out front. Horn being watched closely. Horn looks one way, goes back the other way, overshoots, but hustles and gets her own rebound. Three-pointer, no good. That was missed by Alvarado, and the Fort Kent Bengals end up with it. Deja Morris. Baseline shot is good. Nice bounce pass by Morris, and she got it into Tamia Roebuck. 59-55. Lampert changes hands on the dribble. Still has it. Three-pointer, CM, overshot by Alvarado. But getting the rebound and laying it in, Keelani Horn.
Oh, Horn, great job on the offensive glass.
Here comes a breakaway, and going to the line will be Deja Morris.
Yeah, Morris down hard. Good foul, clean foul, hard foul. Kind of foul you want to make in that situation so you don't give the layup. Make him earn it at the line. But
coming out for a rest to Kyla Cowan-Hongash. Meanwhile, back at the line, Deja Morris, 2 shots. The only heights we have on the Bengals were the players that have returned. I went back to last year's roster. So 1 out of 2 for Morris. Cuts it to 5. And the foul going to be on Morris, and now going to the line, 2 shots, Caitlin McCoy. Nothing but net. And 2 for 2 for Caitlin McCoy. 63-56, Central Maine. 45 seconds to go, 3rd period. Tricky dribble by Ortiz, sends it back out. Morris, right in front of her own bench. That's Edwards, lets it fly. Does not get the roll. Rebound, Bengals in the lane, swish by Edwards.
good patience on offense there.
Shot clock is off. Game clock at 20. And I think illegal screen against CM or not. It's going to be Bengals ball with 17 seconds. Second foul on Friend is what goes up on the board. Morris brings it up. Morris, a floating shot, does not go down. Offensive rebound, 2 seconds. The steal by McCoy, and that's how the third period ends. Wow, intense action at the end of 3 quarters. Central Maine 63, UMaine Fort Kent 58 on Munzing Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Looking inside the huddle, we'll make the coaches up as soon as we're still doing multiple sports seasons here, so we got equipment strung out all over the place. Today was a 5-game day.
Scores by period. First quarter, Central. Again, last year, the CM women beat Fort Kent twice, but on the other side, the Fort Kent men defeated Central Maine twice. And going the baseline, finding daylight, Josie Friend.
Boy, that was the play they came out with, and Friend executed it well, got the layup.
Three-pointer Bengals, bang. Deja Morris. People down in Pennsylvania like that. 65-61, CM the lead in the ball. Renui holds it high above her head. Baseline to McCoy. Hartsgrove for 3. Back rim, rebound Friend.
Oh.
Excellent anticipation by Josie Friend.
Yeah, and here's Josie on the out-of-bounds play to start the quarter. You see her right here, going to finish, come down the baseline and lay it up and in.
You think that was diagrammed between periods?
I think so.
Yeah,
I do. Well executed by the Mustangs.
Laubenstein, left of the foul line extended. Hartsgrove, she drives. Somehow got it into Renui, and Renui going to shoot 2.
Well, Cassie said dominant game inside.
Double digits as we speak. Hartsgrove 17, Renui sitting at 12. On the other side for the Bengals, Morris with 22, Ortiz with 12.
Yeah, 4 fouls too, and got a sub coming in.
Yeah, Roebuck leaves, and back in the game 34, Taylor Shook. Little short with that one.
You know, when you schedule preseason opponents, Sim, these are just the kind of games you're looking for right here. Highly competitive, intense, really going to test your mettle. That's what both teams have gotten here. As I like to say, they're both going to come out better teams for having played this game tonight.
Renui, nice arcing shot on that one. She went 1 out of 2 that trip. And taking the big extra step was Edwards.
Yeah, credit the trap defense by the Mustangs right in front of us. You saw it. Adams giving you good pictures here.
Hartsgrove gives it to McCoy. McCoy for 3. Rattles off, rebound Bengals. Here's Ortiz into the front court. Far side, Morris directs a little traffic, keeps the ball. Ortiz, plenty of time to shoot for the University of Maine, Fort Kent. Taking it down there deep is Morris. Now she spins back the other way. No good. Rebound, Renui.
Boy, Stella's some good defense there.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, dug it in.
Lobenstein, back rim, rebound tapped, but it went into the arm of a Bengal. Here's a run out for Ortiz, and she throws it away. Tried to be unselfish, Rob, but couldn't connect on the pass.
We've seen Ortiz make those acrobatic-type layups, so she's certainly capable of doing it. She's had a terrific game here. She started out of the gate fast and it's continued.
We got a timeout on the court. 8:15 to go. Fourth period. Central Maine 66. UMaine Fort Kent 61 on Munzing Media Sports.
So we got hockey coming up tonight at 6:45 from the Norway Savings Bank Arena. Jefferson Community College, a team the Mustangs have already faced from upstate New York. 6-4 loss against them earlier in the season. They'll match up again tonight. And then tomorrow we'll have women's hockey as Norwich. The Cadets will come in to take on the Mustangs, and that should be a really good women's hockey game, very competitive. 9-0 win for the Mustangs in their first home game that we saw last Sunday. And then we'll get hockey during the week. We don't have much basketball here for a little bit.
When do you sleep anyway?
I've got high school games to do too, you know. And next Saturday, I told you I'm going to be doing field hockey on Maine Public with Mo McNally. That's an easy gig. I just got to show up and talk. That's the easy part. Tell some stories.
Ruranui goes to friend. Ruranui down low, lays it in. Was that Lobenstein that gave her the ball?
That was a beautiful look. We're going to take a look at it right now.
And Lobenstein with the, she must be twins out there.
This was
Stella.
a fantastic give. We're going to see the whole play. Ruanui's got it here, gives it up, and now she's going to roll. Yeah, it was Stella with the beautiful pass inside and the beautiful finish. We ran the play all the way back to the 8. Look at that passing play by the Mustangs, really nicely done.
In for the Bengals the first time, number 33, Shing Stewart Greer, senior out of the Bronx, New York. And look at Ruranui, held her ground. And the ball had to go back outside. And there's a steal by Dwyer. Dwyer trying to protect the ball, goes the other side, lays it in.
Oh, beautiful finish by Bree. Wow.
She didn't hurry, though, did she?
No.
I think she knew exactly what she was going to do. Stolen away, Lobenstein. Mustangs by 9. Pass got deflected. Somehow it goes to Hartsgrove. And a foul against Fort Kent.
Here it is. Watch Bree goes in, shifts there, keeps her balance, doesn't travel, lays it up and in. She's got wonderful post moves in underneath her. I should say finishing moves on layups where she gets defended. She's very graceful. She's like a ballerina in there.
Inbounded to Dwyer. Dwyer drives, comes up the other side. Hello!
Right on cue, huh?
Wow.
That's great, Bree. When I talk to you about that, go ahead and do it. Makes us look good.
It does.
Love it.
72-61, Central Maine. Jump shot baseline is no good by Edwards. Lobenstein takes it coast to coast and is going to go to the foul line.
Well, because the Mustangs play, you know, remember when they used to say turn it up to 11? Well, the Mustangs turn it up to 11 when they play, and they start playing like that, and they play it all the way through like that. What Coach he substitutes like a hockey coach. You know, he's got a new line coming out there. I mean, if they could change on the fly, Coach Morongo would love it. But they play at such intensity, they wear other teams down. So you get to this stage of the game, and this is what happens. A 4 or 5 point lead, next thing you know, it's 11. We've seen it how many times, Jim? A million times. I mean, we're not basketball savants here by any chance. We've just seen this so often.
1 out of 2 for Lobenstein. Corson back in. And I think Skylar O'Brien in for the first time. Number 13.
Mustangs try to go on the power play. They must have heard me talking about hockey.
O'Brien's from
6 in there.
O'Brien is from Boothbay, but she went to Lincoln Academy in Newcastle. There's a rebound, a little too strong by Stuart Greer. Dwyer brings it. Now going to back out. Inside, Ava Smith. Back out to Dwyer. Dwyer baseline. Tough angle. Loose ball, though, picked up by Smith. Dwyer rotates it out front to Horn. Directing traffic, Abilene Corson. 5 seconds to shoot. Smith, no good. Rebound, Fort Kent. Stolen away by the Mustangs. And I think that's team foul number 5, Rob.
Yeah, so that makes it harder to come back, obviously.
Too
You're talking about Lincoln Academy Gym. That's where Cagney O'Brien, former member of the, I can look right here on the wall, in the 2019 championship team, I think. She was on that team, Cagney.
Last I knew she was a head coach, what, at Lincoln Academy or somewhere?
Yeah. And we mentioned congratulations to Alex Bessie, former Mustang, taking over the reins of the great Coney High School program.
A lot of history there.
Yeah. Big shadow by the former head coach Paul Vachon, his daughter Amy up at the University of Maine. Paul was probably, if you take a look at the history of Maine's women's high school basketball, he's at the top. And you put him right at the top along with anybody that ever coached basketball in the state of Maine, Paul Vachon, in the Maine Hall of Fame.
Scarlett O'Brien made 1 out of 2. They go underneath, and going to the foul line now will be Jing Stewart Greer. 5.5 to go, 4th period. Central Maine leading 74-61.
Of course, all of us in Tiger Town are anxious for Lizzie Gruber's debut at the University of Maine as she transferred in from St. Joe's. And who do you think they play the very first game, Jim?
Yeah, St. Joe's.
St. Joe's. She'll get a warm welcome by her teammates because she was a terrific teammate. They loved Lizzie down there. We love Lizzie in Tiger Town.
I heard the other day from a great source, Don Shields, the radio broadcaster, that Andriana Smith is hurt again.
Oh, no.
She was she's a redshirt senior and missed pretty much the whole year last year.
Oh, gosh, I didn't know that. I had heard an interview with Amy Vachon on Facebook talking about it, and she was talking about how she was coming back and going to be able to play. Sad to hear that.
I don't think it's season ending, though.
Good.
Nice job by Stuart Greer.
Yeah, Smith's a great player.
Of course, you have some other Maine players this year going to make it interesting. Not that they don't like the international students they have or players around the country, but there are some well-known high school players from Maine that will be on that UMaine team. Look at Dwyer with that scoop shot.
This is just what she did in the game where she won play of the game for us. You know, the team gets worn down a little bit. Her physicality, not afraid to take it into traffic and finish strong, is a huge asset.
Possession arrow, Bengals.
And don't forget she went out in this game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here comes a three-pointer. Bang.
Well, that helps.
Deja Morris from downtown.
Stems the tide there a little bit for the Bengals.
Central Maine women and men go to Fort Kent later in the season. Dwyer changes hands, caught underneath. Smith shoots, back rim, tries to follow her own shot, but the rebound by Stuart Greer. And going down the lane, no good by Honkatch, but she's going to shoot 2. Second foul on Abilene Corson.
Yeah, coach telling everybody if your stance is wider than your shoulders, it's going to be a foul, and she was that time.
1 out of 2 at the line for Cowan Hongash. That lost out by CM, so it'll be inbounds from the baseline area for the Bengals.
Yeah, plenty of time. 4.5 minutes, 10-point lead. Got 3-point shooters.
Ball comes into Morris. Smith defending. Morris going to take it all the way. And it stays down for Morris.
Morris, what a tough finish.
Hotsgrove going to bring it out front. Hands off to Smith. Smith tried to go underneath over the head of Josie Friend.
Yeah, this will be a good learning situation here for the Mustangs. In a closeout situation, Jim, got an 8-point lead with 4 minutes left. These are kind of things you want to practice. They do it in practice. You want to do it in a game. You want to finish, seal the deal.
Lobenstein has returned. She'll try to settle it down.
Yeah, she's in there for a ball handling, obviously.
And Renui is back. Excuse me, Rob. And inside defense by Friend. And a couple of shots no good by Stuart Greer, but the Bengals get it back again. They've got a lot of loose ball rebounds. And they're going to call a foul on Renui, as she couldn't quite square herself up on that baseline. No shot, though. It's only the third foul on CM this period. Aeneas Balazambo returns for the Mustangs, number 4.
Yeah, Renui got her 4th foul, so she's sitting right now. Probably a couple of minutes, she'll be back in.
On the drive, Ortiz, loose ball. Ortiz somehow got it out. Here's a three-pointer overshot. Hartsgrove grabbed it out of the air, and Hartsgrove's going to go to the other end and shoot 2.
Well, that's not what you want for the Bengals. One, you don't want to foul that far away from the basket. 2, you want to foul Hartsgrove. Though she hasn't been in the line that much tonight because she's been outside bombardiering.
Taylor Shook re-entering for the Tigers. The Bengals, which nice touch by Hartsgrove.
So Bengals playing somebody else down here tomorrow, Jim? Is
no.
That's what they. Oh, okay.
According to my schedule, they are not. They have 2 home games next week, 7th and 8th against Fisher and UMA. 78-68. Central Maine, 3:20 remaining. Bengals have time for a run, but it's going to start right here. And going to be 2 shots. Central Maine thought they played good interior defense.
Yeah.
Now look at the Mustangs out there. This is another combination. I'm not sure we've seen this combination today.
What do they call those? Permutations? Is that the mathematical thing? I could never figure that stuff out.
I'm still trying to figure out the distributor property, but anyway. And two for 2 at the line. Shayla Aguiar. 78-70, Central Maine. Head coach Marquise Lewis giving instructions. And look at that play there. Excellent entry pass. Josie Friend used the left hand and laid it in.
Yeah, nice finish by Josie.
80-70, under 3 minutes remaining. They go to Shook. And they're going to call a player control foul. And a big smile on the face of Brianna Dwyer.
Here's Josie saying, the backboard is my friend.
And to repeat myself, the CM bench gets more excited on that type of play than they do when somebody hits a 3.
Yeah.
Dwyer brings it up. Lobenstein in the middle and getting in the passing lane. Excellent job, but then the Bengals throw it away.
Mustangs want to chew some clock here.
Still 18 on the shot clock. Deflected pass got to McCoy. Here's Lobenstein with a little daylight and lays it in. Stella off the backboard and in on a tough angle. 82-70. To Kyla Cowan Hongash. And they're going to call, I think, a push. Is that on Dwyer?
This is the stellar finish.
Yep.
Comes down the paint, lowers the shoulder, glasses it up and in. Stay with us. We'll have a tough decision to make. I'm going to leave it up to Jim.
No.
Choose the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game.
This is the Munzing Media Sports Network.
We'll confer. We might ask Steve English. We'll give Steve a vote.
No, we really do.
Yeah,
we do think about it because
we do.
It's not always about points, like total points. It could be somebody off the bench at a particular time that they score 8 or 10 points in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what Bree did in the game she got it.
Lobenstein shot his block. Hartsgrove caught down there. Is going to get out. She did get it out to Lobenstein, who's going to bring it out front. It is a steal. Ortiz, and now the Bengals throw it away.
You had mentioned Ortiz being a little unselfish, and I think she is. She's a finisher. I mean, as unselfish as she wants to be, and you can understand why. She's a finisher.
Somehow the ball got to Friend, and Coach Morong says timeout.
Yeah, I didn't like what he saw here. It's getting a little disjointed. And
1:40 on the clock, 82-72, Central Maine.
So you're under 2 minutes, so you're going to go into your under 2 minute plan of attack. Coach want to remind the ladies what it is.
This time of the year, everything is a dress rehearsal for later on, especially the conference games.
Yeah, and those will start Wednesday. Mustangs will be up to take on their in-state rival, the UMA Moose.
Sometimes you see with the game in hand, around 8 to 12 points, the team with the lead calls a time. But again, that's a dress rehearsal for another game down the line.
In fact, that reminds me, I have to make that event.
Hartsgrove looking, finally goes to Lobenstein. Three seconds on the Mustangs.
Defense for offensive substitution there for the Mustangs.
Hongash stops, shoots, front rim. Rebound went right to Lobenstein.
Yeah.
Mustangs in no hurry, of course. Bala Zambo back in, gives it to Friend. Lobenstein down deep. Shot missed by Bala Zambo. Hongash brings it up. Floating shot, no good. Look at that nice reach by Brianna Dwyer on the rebound. She brings it up herself. There's some daylight. She goes to the left hand and lays it in. 84-72. And they call traveling on the Bengals. Renui returning along with Caitlin McCoy. And another timeout with 45 seconds to go. Mustangs by 12.
Yeah, it's going to be a good team win for the Mustangs, Jim. They did a lot of good things in this game. I think Coach is going to have something really to build on. You know, they came out and met the challenge of the energy that the Bengals showed. Ran out to a 9-2 lead. Bengals caught them. Back and forth they went. Came out in the second half, ran the nice out of bounds play to start the half. Got the layup and really haven't looked back. They able to go inch by inch to get up here to this 12-point lead.
So the Mustangs will be at University of Maine Augusta 6 o'clock on Wednesday, November 5th. They go on the road on November 8th down to Washington County, Calais, Maine against Washington County at 1 o'clock. Then they'll be home on the 11th, 13th, and 15th. Conference play.
Yeah, those are all big ones. That's a big week. Big week early on in the conference. Get your home schedule. Get teams that got to travel a little bit, get in here.
The Bengals will be home on the 7th and 8th against Fisher and UMA. Caitlin McCoy's what? Sort of slipped. She's laughing.
Yeah,
she was laughing, so she had a hard time getting up because she was laughing. But
McCoy can't. She hit a wet spot or something. Or they're helping her sit on the bench. They're giving her aid. That's funny.
Hartsgrove, one more.
Big outside shooting night for Hunter. Probably going to be game leading scorer, I would guess.
Yeah, you're guessing correctly. She made the second one. 85-72, Central Maine.
What's that for Hunter, Jim?
That is 20, I believe. 20 is correct. Bengals slowing it down, just trying to execute a positive play. And look at Brianna Dwyer. It looked like a defensive back knocking it out of bounds. Julie Darius back in. She scored in her limited time first half. And here's Kennedy Lampert, who we haven't seen for a while. Lobenstein and Dwyer come out. Almost a steal. Call a foul on Darius. Shot clock is off. Soft touch going down for Aguiar, senior from Colorado. That one spins off, and a nice save by Josie Friend. Lampert gives the ball to Friend, and we're assuming under 10 seconds they're not going to shoot. #13 is Scarlett O'Brien, and there's the buzzer. I'll tell you, a little deceiving on the score, Rob, because it's going to say a 12-point win. But it wasn't that easy, especially at certain times. So Central Maine 85, UMaine Fort Kent 73. All right, you want to go right to the stats?
Yep, go ahead, Jim.
All right. Fort Kent cooled off shooting in the second half. They ended up with 37% field goal shooting. Central Maine shot 46% from the floor. Three-point country, pretty good shooting by the Bengals, 6 out of 14. Mustangs, 6 out of 20. Foul shooting, 17 out of 29 for Fort Kent. Central Maine, a pretty good 19 out of 27. I mean, that's 70%. That's a good goal. Would you believe each team ended up with 24 turnovers? Total rebounds, 41-28 edge to the Mustangs. Individually for Fort Kent, Deja Morris, a great game with 27 points on 11 out of 23 shooting. Nizia Ortiz had 12, also in double figures. Shayla Aguiar with 11. Tamika Roebuck, 7. 6 points for Ada Basori. Brianne Edwards, 5 points. 3 points for Takayla Cowan-Hongash. A foul shot for Shing Stewart-Guerrier for 1 point. Taylor Shook had 1 point. Also seeing action, Elizaveta Spiridonova, who had a rebound. Central Maine, Hunter Hartsgrove with 20 points. Brianna Dwyer 15. Also, Cassie Renui on her birthday, 15. Kalani Horn, 8. 6 points apiece for Josie Friend and Stella Lobenstein. Avis Smith and Caitlin McCoy each had 5. Anais Balazambo had a basket for 2. Also, Julie Darius a basket for 2. Foul shot for Scarlett O'Brien. Also seeing action, Kennedy Lambert, Michaela Alvarado, who had 3 rebounds, and Abilene Corson. So final score, Central Maine 85, UMaine Fort Kent 73. As we send it down to Rob Munzing at the table, and I think he has the player of the game.
We do. Hunter Hartsgrove with 20 points. Hunter came out gunning here tonight, and Jim said one of those shots you took from Lake Auburn, one of those threes. You seem to be in a groove here tonight, and really was an all-around effort, wasn't it? I mean, you guys met their energy. They had good energy coming in. Just the kind of game you want to play to make you a better team.
Yeah, exactly. We came in with high intensity. We've been working super hard in practice for this. We still have a lot of other things to work on, but we came in and focused on the little things.
So you get your shot going here, and tell me how it feels. You know, you hit that one you hit down there. You had the nice, perfect Larry Bird follow through there, and you were really feeling it there. And when you're feeling it as a shooter, there's like no shot you can't make, right?
Exactly, yeah, that's my job. My job is to shoot, and if I don't shoot it, then that puts other people out of position.
Yeah, so you shoot and you make it and run back and play some great defense, right? Yeah. I mean, there's no time to celebrate shots, is there? Here with the Mustangs, you got to get on the ball and play defense. Coach played a lot of different combinations. Jim was mentioning how many different combinations. Is that a thing that you work on in practice?
Yeah, we change it up here and there, and we're just trying to figure out who works best with who.
Well, Hunter, we want to congratulate you on player of the game here and getting set to head into YSCC action here. Going to be a big couple of weeks coming up.
Yeah, it is.
Hunter Hartsgrove, our player of the game. Thanks, Hunter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. So that'll wrap it up here for game 1. We've got to get game 2 ready to go.
All right, Rob, you can wrap it up right now.
All right. Well, we'll catch you back here very shortly. Game 2 will come up in about 18 minutes, and we'll get that set up for you. It'll come back in its own entirety there. Watch it on the normal places that you watch Mustang basketball. So I want to thank Jim Toomey on a great call. I'm Rob Munzing. Steve English joined us as well. We'll be back with you here very soon.